Yeah. I'm the plug. You either built for it or you not. Ain't no in between. On the plug, I don't talk it, I lived it. Every loss turned a man more gifted. Real game, you can't buy, you gotta get it. From the pain where the pressure start hitting. Get a cold, don't bend. Stand tall, never fall for a friend. If it's real, then it's real to the end. I just speak what I know, I don't follow no trends. Yo, came up with the winds feel real. With a weight on your chest, nobody don't care. Had to move on my own, couldn't wait on help. Had to build my name, couldn't hate on self. Seen a fake smile right through they grin. Had to cut that off just to lock back in. Every move calculated, I don't act off feel. If it don't align right, then it ain't that real. I was down, had dirt on my name.
This for the mothers, the queens, the women that held it all together, even when nobody noticed. Queens don't break, now they been to rise. Smile through the tears with fire in their eyes. Whole world heavy, but they still stand tall. Strong women carry everybody through it all. Queens don't fall, even under pressure. Heart full of pain, but they still are better. Bossed up mothers with a soul so gold. Built from struggle, now they unbreakable.
Single mama working late, ships tied. Still came home and inspired a child. Bills on the table, but she made it work. Put everybody first while she silently hurt. Never let the kids see stress on her face, even when life pushed her out of place. Strong and different, they survive storms. Turn broken houses into loving homes. And she beautiful, not just outside. It's the way she sacrifices pride. It's the way she still prays at night, even when everything don't feel right. She carried pain nobody knew, still found strength to pull through. A queen, a fighter, a mother, a survivor. Please don't break, now they've been to rise. Smile through the tears with fire in their eyes. Whole world heavy, but they still stand tall. Strong women carry everybody through it all. Queens don't fall, even under pressure. Heart full of pain, but they still are better. Bossed up mothers with a soul so gold. Built from struggle, now they unbreakable. She got dreams too, don't forget that. Behind every strong woman, scars attached. So she glow different when she walk inside, cause resilience made her electrified. She the backbone and healer, the guide. The reason families survive hard times, even when nobody gave applause. She still kept pushing through it all, and now the crown fit naturally, cause greatness built her gradually. Every sacrifice, every sleepless night turned that woman into pure light. Strong women, strong mothers, queens forever. Queen forever. Queens forever. Strong mothers. Queens don't break. Hey, become stronger. Hey, made the journey only last longer. Every dark night made the soul shine bright. Now they stand powerful in the light. Queens don't fall, now they elevate. Turn pressure into something great. For every mother
Welcome back to Uncle Plug TV. I am Uncle Plug, and this is Mistakes Made and Mistakes Made Me. That's the topic that can produce a thoughtful conversation that is structured around understanding, not just hardship. A good flow is introductions, personal experiences, misconceptions and solutions, and encouragement. Tonight, we're about judging anyone's choices. It's about understanding the realities, learning from different experiences, and hopefully offering a practical solution. Everyone's story is different, and we want that respect, and we have to respect that. Welcome to Uncle Plug. I'm Uncle Plug TV. I have a special guest with me tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Maddie. How you doing, good sister? Can you hear me? Hello?
I can't hear you.
I said hello. How you doing? How you doing, good sister?
Hello?
Yeah.
I
Can you
can't
hear me
hear you.
talking to you? You can't hear me? Am I muted?
I can't hear you.
Why? Hold on. All right. This is what we got to do. I'm gonna take you out, and you're gonna come right back in. Sorry, we must be having some technical difficulties on our side. Should be right back in. We'll go ahead and get this thing kicked off. Man, I'm glad y'all could jump in the building with us tonight, man. We are giving a highlight to all the single mothers out there tonight. This one in particular, Miss Maddie. Um,
I hear you now,
and
but I couldn't
I
hear
can
you
hear.
before. Okay.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. Welcome. How you feeling this evening, good lady?
Always good, always good. Fake it till
You
you make it.
sure? You gotta
Fake
fake
it
it.
till
He
you
say,
make it.
he say, fake it till you make it. It's
Most
understood. It's understood.
certainly.
Hey, we're gonna do this little free stuff. Hey, if anybody who's new to the channel, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and feel free to join the chat and join the conversation. This will be a good one. I guarantee it's going to be a good one tonight because this is a no holds barred young lady right here. I got on the show with me this evening. She pulls no punches. She is definitely ready for all the smoke. Is that true?
All day, every day.
All day, every day. All right. So I guess what we're gonna do now is we're gonna tell everybody your name and a little bit about yourself.
Name's Maddie. I'm a single parent. Was in the military, married twice, divorced twice, chillaxing, sitting here going to
Hmm.
school and trying to make everything work.
Okay. How many children do you have?
I have 3 children
You have three children.
and a
Okay. And
bonus.
how old are the children?
My children are 23, 16, 15, and then my bonus child is 21.
Your bonus child is 21. Where does this bonus child come from?
He's my nephew that I raised.
Okay. Okay. From a brother or sister?
That's a complicated story right there. It's more of a
we
that's
here,
a
we
complicated
here for
story.
all the complications, Shawty. We here for all the complications.
Let's see, my sister's husband's brother's son. Yeah, complications. Told you the complications
Yeah, that was
real.
a long line of people.
Yeah.
That's a long line of people. Okay, okay. You don't have to disclose any names of these children. Said children, but now what do you currently do professionally?
Professionally, I am trying to find a job. I just got done with my master's in
Mm-hmm.
counseling for mental health.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And how long have you been a single mother?
Ooh, since day one.
Since day one.
since day one.
Ooh. Now, the big question is why?
Okay, let's see. So I got married young,
Hmm.
did stupid shit. Gave up too
Don't
quick,
we
let
all?
that roll out. Don't that let that
Don't
roll,
we all? Don't we
then
all?
it broke. When you have too many people in a relationship, especially when you're starting off and you're young, it tends to break everything apart.
That
So
happens.
while I was waiting, while we broke up, didn't know if it was gonna be permanent or not. I went and did what I did. I got pregnant. Uh,
Hmm.
that person wasn't my forever person or a person I wanted to deal with at all. But I
Hmm.
did give him the opportunity to be there for his child, which he chose not to be. So I
Was this
left the door open.
relationship?
Huh?
Was this said person like in a relationship? Like, did you cheat and they cheated too? Well, while you was on,
Um,
was they on the
I didn't
split or
do it.
was you on a?
I was on the split, but I didn't know I was on a split and I worked in the office. But his paperwork says single, but he wasn't single. His wife came and hit me
Mm,
up later down the line. So apparently he ran away from
mm,
his responsibilities, joined the
mm.
military as a single
Oh, so
individual.
he was married prior to coming into the military.
Yes. Yes, but nobody knew until
Oh,
she popped up at the company.
yo, that's crazy word. That is
Yes.
crazy word. Like,
So we all found
wow.
out together. We all found out together.
With big old family,
Yep.
big old neglectful family. Now, when he was confronted with this, how did he handle it?
He ran.
Did he ran for both, or did he just run from you and the child?
He ran from everybody. I'm talking about ran to the
Mm,
point he was AWOL. Like he ran, like he booked it. He picked up his pieces and rolled out.
mm, that's crazy work. Like, that throws me off. Like what was his reaction? What was his reaction to you actually being pregnant?
He was
Did he think
happy.
it was your? Did he think it was your ex? Or the guy you
At
want to
first
split
he
from?
did. At first he did, but then once we got like the ultrasound, how far along I was, it wasn't no other
Hmm.
option.
Right. So he was there in the beginning stage. He was there through the pregnancy.
No.
No.
He left like I think I was 4 months. No. I found out I was pregnant and then he left, I think I want to say in my like at the end of my first trimester. So I had just hit 12 weeks.
And it was no word. It was just a
Yeah.
like
He
deuces. Like, did he get deployed? Like, was he
wasn't
in the
he
military as
no,
well?
he was in the military, but he packed his stuff and boned out. Like I'm saying, like when I say he went AWOL, like I'm dead ass. He went AWOL. Like gone. Poof.
Ooh, ooh.
Poof the magic dragon.
So so just he just bunked out. Like,
Yes.
just bunked out.
Yes.
And you didn't know where he was.
Nope.
Now, being that you were in the office, did you saw paperwork? You didn't know where he was originally from?
I had his information and I
Uh-huh.
knew where he was from. But at that time in my life, I was like, you don't want to be here. I'm not trying to trap nobody. I'm not trying to make nobody be
Right.
here. So I had his
Right.
information. I kept his information. So if my child ever wanted to meet him or, be involved with him, he could.
So you became a single mother by no fault of your own. But Buddy just bucked. He just
Yes.
skedaddled. That's
Yes. He
crazy
went about
work.
his day. He went about his day. He went about his day.
That's
Yep. And
crazy.
then let's see. He went about his day,
So
and then when my
so
son was 16, when my son was 16,
mm,
he actually met his dad for the first time.
wow. So how long? All right. So how did you manage things between the first child and the second child? How did you manage things?
Okay.
Because you're obviously still in the military, so
I was
like
in the military, but I didn't stay in the military for long. My son was born premature.
mhm.
So I got out of the military,
Was there
and
a reason why he
then
was premature?
no, uh, there it's my body didn't want it no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to labor
Was
at
there
30
was there any
weeks.
underlying health conditions?
No, my service wasn't cooperating, so
Okay.
I had him at 30 weeks.
Okay. Bang. So you was just, and how much older was he of you?
2 years,
2 years. And you was how old at the time?
22.
22. He was 24.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. And he just booked. And you had his information, but you didn't reach out because like if you don't want to be here, I'm not I'm not gonna force your hand to be in this position.
Exactly. Because if he wanted to be there, he would have said something. He would have reached out before he packed his stuff and rolled out. He would have said something.
BG say shout out to the moms that play both sides. Welcome in, BG.
Thank.
Is
So
he consistent from Coco says is
no,
he consistent from 16 to now?
no, no, ma'am. He met him for the first time at 16. I think Jaden spent spring break with him. He
Hmm.
demanded the courts change my son's name, then disappeared until my son was 18. Then when my son was 18, he told him he had a job for him. He was gonna, he needed him to move over there and start working. So what my son ended up doing was moving over there. He was there for 6 months, but his stepmother, she had a little jealousy in her soul because my son is his only son. All the
So
rest of his children are
is this the
girls.
woman that he was married to? Is this the woman that he was
Yes.
married to?
No,
Um,
not now. This is a new wife altogether.
oh, so
Yeah, this is a
buddy,
new
he
wife
ain't got no
altogether.
commitment issues. He ain't got no commitment issues. He got some. He got committing to children issues, and he has no other
Yeah, pretty
children.
much. Nope, just those four. Three girls and my son. He's the
No, I'm
last
saying
one
that
too.
no, what I'm saying is he doesn't have any children, him, other than your son.
No, he has four children. When he
Oh,
left his first wife to go in the military, he had three girls already.
whoa. So
So
that
he
fourth
left her
child
with
just scared
those
the
three
hell out of me.
girls. And then my son is the fourth child and the only boy.
Mm. So he's with the new wife, and the new wife has no children.
The new wife has a son that
Hmm.
my son's father was raising. But when my son came in
Oh,
the picture, that's his blood. So now it's a different.
yeah,
He was
it's going to
feeling
definitely be
left out.
different.
Yeah.
It's
So
going to
so
be
the wife
definitely
was a
different.
little.
That's his son, so he's going to put, now you
Mhm.
afraid. Now I can see how the woman to be afraid that, now he's giving that attention, time, and money to his own child. You know what I'm
I don't know
saying?
about the money part. I don't know about the money part. We're not going.
Coco asked, is he in his girl's life?
No, he's not in nobody's life. All of them were there at the same time. That 6 month period, he had all his children in one house.
So
And
he's a
his
certified
wife,
stepdaddy.
man, his wife drove all his children right out that house. And then
Ooh.
since that point, now mind you, my son's 23 now, and he moved
Mm-hmm.
up to the north side of Texas, where he is
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes away from his father. He called his father to let him know that he's 20 minutes away from him. He still ain't responded.
Oh, he's a brother. Let me. Hey, if you ever catch this episode, bruh, I don't know you, but that's some real sucker activity, my boy. That's some real sucker activity, bro. Like I don't respect no man that don't take care of their children, bro. Don't take care of their responsibility. I don't respect it. Can't respect it at all. That's cold blooded. That's cold blooded. So how long was it just you and your son? How long was it just you and him?
Until he was 6.5, almost 7.
Okay, okay, okay. And where were you stationed at this time?
I got out the military until I got out the military for a couple years because my son had said was born premature, so he had some issues with his lungs not being developed properly. So I
Hmm.
got out, and then
Okay,
when he turned 4, I got back in. Once
okay, okay,
his lungs were developed and he was 100%, then I got back in the military
okay, okay.
and switched MOSs, and then I got sent to Korea. So he stayed with my mother. And then when I came
Oh,
back from Korea,
how
we
long was you
went
in Korea?
to Fort Bragg. I did a year.
You did a year. And
I
what
did a
camp was
year.
you at? What camp was you at?
Ooh, the first time I went, I was at Sears. The second time I went,
Hmm.
I was at Casey. Then the third time I went, I was at Humphreys. But
You
that
was
was
at
after
Humphreys.
I had my last two kids for the last time I was up there.
Okay, so you was single with him until
Yes.
he was 6.5.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. So now you're back stateside, and okay. Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What made you agree to have this conversation tonight? Because I know you've been very active in the RSC chat, and
Because it, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, 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 no. You fine. Go ahead, speak. This is your show.
So for me, it was like, okay, so I know single parents get a bad rap sometimes because everybody thinks single moms are there to, like, they trying to keep the child away from their father, or
Hmm.
they're being real ignorant with it. But
Hmm.
my side is I've never spoke negative about any of my kids' dads.
Right.
I've never spoke negative about them. I never will. And I'll
Hmm.
always keep a door open. Like with my last two kids, they had the same dad, and I steadily, he has their phone numbers, he has their information, he knows where they are. So now it's up to him to reach out to them
So you
as
basically
they reach
saying that
out to
your
him.
so you basically saying that your pickers are fucked up.
My pickers is broken. My pickers are broken. So I left them pickers.
Oh my.
So I stopped picking because I like, no, I'm not finna do this.
So let me ask you, what emotions did you experience in the beginning?
Which ones? At the beginning of what? My first
The
time being a
beginning,
single parent?
the first. No, I can pretty much gauge the way where you were. You know, the first time being a single parent, you was probably disappointed as fuck, probably
Not
confused of
necessarily.
why
I wasn't disappointed.
why
I because I felt
why.
like when everything went down, all the drama and all that stuff, it's like I feel
Hmm.
like I missed. I'm like I missed the drama. Like I didn't have to deal with the ignorance of that whole situation. So it
Hmm.
was like, me and my son was gonna be against the world. I already had that down pat. But him leaving let me know the kind of person he is. And do I
Right.
really, and at that point I was like, do I really want someone going in and out of my kid's life? Because if
Hmm.
he was willing to leave his wife and three kids, sign up to the military, and don't never tell the recruiters he has a whole family,
Hmm.
what did that give my son? What was he gonna be left with?
Like, what chance did he have?
Like, what was he gonna be left with? You left your wife and your three daughters,
Okay.
joined the
Now let me ask you
military
this question.
as a single person, and you just left
Hmm.
your whole family there to fend for themselves.
That's some cold blooded shit. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so how did this all right, because like we always give an outline, when everybody is in the,
Hmm.
yes, definitely, definitely some snake shit. Yeah. Okay, so now everybody always give an outline of what happened. Okay. They always give
Hmm.
an outline, but no one really shades in. So how did the relationship begin with you and your first child's father?
It was not. It was like he was that rebound. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, my marriage didn't work. He was the rebound. He wasn't nobody that I wanted to be there all the time. He was
Right.
somebody that I was like, okay, this is my rebound dude. So we're gonna go out, we chill, we kicking it, whatever it may be. But
Right.
God had a plan that I didn't have,
Mm-hmm.
because that's why I told him. I was like, I was in that thing. Okay, I'm not gonna have no kids
Uh-huh.
and not be in a stable environment. I never wanted that. So I was like,
Right,
okay, I'm
right.
not gonna have any kids. But God had a
Yeah, because
different plan for
nobody,
me.
yeah, because nobody really intends when they initially get started and having children that they're gonna raise their child as a single parent. No one
Yes, nobody
has
does
that
that.
idea. Nobody
No,
does that.
and
That's
all,
weird. That's
yeah. It's
so
stupid.
so being so being
If
that it
anyone
was just
says
a
that,
it was
they're
just a couple of
crazy.
hookups. It was just a couple of
Yeah.
hookups.
Yep.
A hookup
I was
gone
on birth
wrong.
control. Yeah, I was on birth control for every last one of my children.
That's wild.
Yes.
So this tribe that you said you had like 20 people that was around you giving you information. Hold on, let me stop this camera from moving. Hold on. All right. So when you had this tribe around you, these 20 people, was anybody, giving a helping hand?
What 20 people?
Or no, you said like you had 20 people. I think he was probably exaggerating. But the people, you did have friends around you, correct?
I always say this. Okay. I had two friends that I call family. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is just acquaintances. They weren't
Uh,
meant to stay in my life. They were
Understood.
distractions to where I wanted to be. And I
Okay.
quickly got rid of those distractions, because I always tell people, I got friends on one hand, I can count them all. And those are the ones that are tried and true.
Mm-hmm.
When I was delivering my son, they was in the room with me.
Mm-hmm.
Raising my son, they was with me. They rode with me. They rocked with me. If I was working late, couldn't get off, one of them picked him up. When he was in
Mm-hmm.
NICU, if I couldn't be there in NICU, one of them was in NICU with him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was never left on his own. And they've always been there. And they always
Okay.
gonna be here.
That's what's up. Now let's fast forward. Now let's fast forward into the second child. Now, how did this come
Ooh.
about?
Mm, 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 mm. So at a club, being drunk, I was out with my homeboys, met a dude. He was in a club that he had no business being in. Uh,
Oh, so he
so
was
we was
young.
all chilling. Oh boy, he made me a cougar and I didn't even know it. I didn't know until, let me tell you something. I didn't even know. That's crazy parts. I didn't even know his true age until I met his mother.
Whoa.
And
And how
when I
much
met his
younger?
mother, mind you, when I met his mother, when I met his mother, I was 4 months pregnant with my second son.
Mm.
And then I found
Wait,
out
wait, 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 wait.
he was
So
9 years younger than me.
so he was like 19?
He was 9 years younger than me. I was 28 when I had my child.
Whoa, he was
20.
18.
He was 20.
Okay.
I was 28. He was 20.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I said
crazy
too.
work.
Yeah, I
That's
said the
crazy
same
work.
thing. And then
And,
the funny part
and
is
what
his
club?
ID.
What club was you in?
I don't even remember the name of the club.
But
It
what
was one
city?
on
What town?
Post. Oh, I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Oh, okay, Brad.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I was at Bragg for a minute.
Yeah. So you get to brag, you meet a brat. was it was his parents
In
in
a
the military?
25 and no, in a 25 and older club. Make it make sense.
Oh, gotta make it make sense. Now you got a youngster. Now you gotta be a mama and a mama.
And mind you, he buying liquor at the store. He doing everything. ID, ripping it out. ID say he
Oh,
29. So I'm thinking he a year older than me.
yo.
So we chilling. We good. He has a
So he must
job,
age horribly. So he aged horribly.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
He ages horribly.
Yeah.
So if he already at night or 20 years old and he already going in buying liquor stores, he's already committing, identity fraud with fake IDs. Uh, and you didn't
Yeah.
find out how old he was until you met his mama.
Yep.
And
And
what did
by
she say
then,
to you? I am very intrigued.
okay,
What did she
so
say to you?
I was on bed rest. So she came down to help me with like the house stuff. Cause pregnancy and me don't get along.
So
So
was
she
he in the
came to help me
military?
with the house stuff.
Was he in the
No,
military?
no, I don't
What
date no more military man.
what was he doing?
His grandmother was in the military, and one of her friends was my sergeant. So when we went out, he came to the club. But again, even my sergeant was like, I did not know how old that dude was. He said he been chilling with us in 25 and older club for years. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, this
so
boy
we
aged
all found
horribly.
out. Yeah, he does. He really does. But
He ages
so
horribly.
we all found out together how old he was
Mm.
when his mom came down to help me. And I was like, he was like, he's going to the PX to get some liquor. Da 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 da. His mom was like, how are you going to get liquor? You're not old enough.
Mm.
I said, wait, pause.
Mm.
I said, what you mean he not old enough? He about to be 30. She said,
Ooh.
no, he not. She said he just turned 20.
Ooh. Mama that snitched on it.
And by then, say that told him, by then it was too late. It was already done. What was done was done. There wasn't no
Ah.
going back after that point. It was no going back.
So how
There was
long
no
did
going
you
back at
stay
that point.
with how long did you stay with this gentleman?
Till my last child, my last two children are with him.
Okay.
My last two
So
children are with him.
how did that end?
Violently. He the same person I hit with my car.
Oh my God. You did say that in the chat. You hit Buddy with a
Yeah,
car.
I did. Don't
Like
play with my money.
so please tell me in the
Okay,
chat.
so I went to Korea.
Okay.
Okay.
To Humphreys. The last time to Humphreys.
The last time I went to Korea, I was in Humphreys. I
Okay.
left my two children. I left all three of my kids there. My
Okay.
daughter was almost one when I left.
All right.
Okay. So I get to Korea. Everything's good. I'm calling home, talking to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like a month into going to Korea, I went to the PX to buy something, and my card said declined.
Wait, hold on a second. So at this point right now, you have three children
Yes.
and you get orders to go to Korea and you say yes. You could have
I didn't
denied
really
those
have an
orders.
option. No, I was getting deployed. It wasn't, I was going to be deployed to Korea. Then from Korea, I was going to Afghanistan. It wasn't,
Oh.
it didn't have an option.
So it was really, was it a money play though?
No, I had money.
No.
Then I had money. I was straight.
Okay. All right. Go
I
and
was
continue.
straight with
I'm
money
sorry.
then. So
Mhm.
by the time my daughter was born, right, in my savings account, I had a couple. I had a lot of thousands in there. I had about
Okay.
$12,000 saved. In my
Okay.
checking account, I had an additional money there.
Hmm.
So when my card declined, the first thing I do is call my bank because I'm thinking maybe because I'm out of the country, they're not letting my purchase go through.
Okay.
But when I call the bank, they tell me I'm $1,000 negative.
What?
So, and my savings account is on $4. So not only did he
Yo.
take all my money, and then he disappeared with my kids.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
So
Wait. 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 So you guys actually got married.
we did
What
after I had my
convinced
daughter.
you after this relationship begins in a utter lie? I mean, very childish about lying about your
We went
age.
to counseling. We did go to counseling and we worked through
Hmm.
and we were doing okay. Did I want to marry him? No. Did I marry him because he needed a surgery? Yes.
He needed a surgery.
Yes.
What kind of surgery?
His heart valve needed to be replaced. So I married him. I didn't marry him because I loved him. I didn't marry him because I wanted to be with him. I married him so that he can have the medical coverage to fix his heart
Hmm.
because he is my kid's father.
Okay, understood.
So we're not finna
Compassion.
just, yeah, we're not
Compassion.
finna. I don't want my kids to grow up without a dad. Because when I could have did
Right.
something, I didn't do nothing.
Right. So this I'm gonna call him a jackass. So this jackass who started off the relationship in a lie,
Hmm.
needed you to help save his life, ends up stealing your money and pretty much, I can't say kidnap, but abducting your children.
To go live with his new girlfriend in my house.
So you leave and go to Korea to serve your country and provide for your family. And your current husband takes all of your money and
Goes and
your
buys a
children,
house in my name.
buys a house in your neck. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So short,
Trash ass nigga.
short story. Okay,
No,
so
no,
when
no.
all this
No,
was
we here
going
for
on,
the
no,
long story.
I know, but when all of this was going on, right, I was in Korea.
Right.
And then when I found out, I got my cousins to pull up his spot and figure out what the
Okay.
hell was going on.
Right.
So my cousin pulls up. He gives me address, phone numbers, everything. Give me all the information. He checks to make sure my kids are good.
Okay.
And he was like, "Your kids are good." He was like, "But I can't take them because he has the power of attorney for them, and he's not
Well,
letting me take them."
those are his children, except for the one.
I don't care. He wasn't on now one of their birth certificates. I don't share birth certificates.
Whoa.
I don't share birth certificates. That's a negative. My kids are mine and mine alone. I didn't marry him
Wow.
until after my daughter was born. I was still married to my
Wow.
first husband. If you really, I was still married to my first husband.
Oh, crazy
So
shit.
I had to get divorced from my first husband in order to marry the second one so he could have surgery. Or I don't think I would
Wow.
have ever divorced. I don't think I'd have ever divorced my first husband. My name was straight. I was good. My military records all tracked together.
Right. So he
I'm trying to. If he didn't need that surgery, I would have never divorced my first husband because I didn't see there wasn't an issue. He was living his life. I was living my life. and everything was
Mm-hmm.
working out perfectly. I didn't need to shuffle no paperwork, ruffle no feathers. I didn't need to do all that.
None. None.
No,
Understood.
no.
Understood. So this jackass
Mm-hmm.
who ultimately started this relationship with a blatant lie.
Yes.
When you leave, go to Korea, serve your
Mm-hmm.
country, you're getting
Yup.
deployed, and he steals about 18,000, almost 20,000 from you.
Yeah, there you go. Almost 20,000 sounds. Yeah.
20,000 from you and your children. And
Mm-hmm.
he bucks with a
Blows it
brand, and I'm talking
and
about
blows it all.
in a month. He
No,
has a
no, no, no,
new
no, no, no. He took everything
okay,
out my account. Within a month, he took everything out my account
okay, and he leaves with a new bitch.
with his new girl. But here's the kicker. He started sending me death threats because I found out he stole my money. So my command would not let me go back stateside in order to handle this business
Right.
because
Because
he's
I know you
sending
was
death
ready to kill
threats.
him.
I was. I was. I was ready to touch down and handle business.
Ooh,
Because I always tell people the things you don't play with my kids and don't play with my money. He did both.
pressure. So they won't let you go stateside, and then
No. So they won't let me go stateside. So I got to the year mark of being in Korea. But before all that, I ended
suffering.
listen, before all that, on my way to
Do your wait,
deployment,
wait, wait, wait? I'm sorry. So your command knows what's going on.
yeah, because he wrote my commander. He told him as soon as I get off the plane, he gonna shoot me, blah, 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 blah. And me being ignorant, I said, well, shoot me then. Because only God gonna keep me from fucking you up.
So with them sending threats, could nobody do nothing to this young man?
No.
This jackass. Okay, now go ahead. Proceed.
So, okay, where was I? Let's see. All right. So he did all that. He got all that stuff done. Command won't let me go. I ended up, short story short, I ended up being 2 years in Korea
Whoa.
because I got injured. On the way to deployment, our TC and driver decided that it was a good idea the day before to go get drunk and chill with a couple juicies and not tell nobody that they have been drinking.
Okay.
So they crashed the Humvee in the dead of winter into the rice paddy, into a rice paddy. Okay.
Ooh, that sounds like 100%.
I threw, I got thrown out of the vehicle. One of my other friends passed because he didn't have on his Kevlar. I got thrown out
Oh,
of the vehicle and I hit the ground so hard that it ruptured my uterus and my bladder.
the fuck?
At that point, they medevac me from Korea. First doctors operated me in Korea. Then they medevac me to Germany to repair my uterus, try to repair my spinal cord.
Oh, you got some good
And
health care over there. You got some good health care over there.
so, yeah,
I
hey,
know they
Korea is
took good.
really
They
good
took
healthcare.
they took
Man,
wonderful care of you
let
over
me
there.
tell you, Korea is if I ever have to have any surgery, I'm going to Korea. Because that's the best
Korea.
bedside manner you'll ever get. Okay.
I'm telling you. Are you okay? Oh,
So,
you say oh.
man, so we went
uh,
there. I went to Germany, had my surgery. They realized they couldn't operate on my spinal cord because my nerves were fused between my disc and we couldn't
mm.
operate. So they told me I wasn't gonna walk again.
And I can imagine what mental state, like what emotions you was experiencing through this horrible time of your life, being separated from your kids and now being fucked up. Basically, you
Anger,
fucked up.
anger. At that time, I was like, okay, there's no God. I'm angry. I'm pissed. And then Doc was like, oh, you're not gonna walk again. I said, watch me. No, I told him, I said, watch me. It took me 19 months to go from that wheelchair to walking with my walker, an additional 6 months, because this time I'm already back in the States. Once I was able, to fly, I was back in the States. And at that time, I was already heavy in PT, getting myself walking, getting myself,
Right,
getting
right.
everything together. So we got back to the States.
So those who don't know what PT is, that's physical training or physical therapy.
Yeah.
Either way, it's
Yes.
it's 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 good
It's
for the
physical
soul.
therapy. So we get back there. I have my walker. I'm Gucci. But I know that in my state, I can't fight the way I want to fight.
And you want his ass bad.
So, but me being, what should he say? Well, me being extra is what she called it. I came out
Hmm.
that thing. I was polite. I was
Yeah,
kind. I said, "How are you
yeah.
doing?" We were having a great conversation. But where he messed up was he ate what I cooked. And that was my first destruction of his soul. So we right there, we
Wait,
good.
wait,
I
wait.
played my
Before we
part
go,
for
wait,
3 months.
wait. Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this show does not represent the views of any company or social media platform. Just Uncle Plugs. Keep yourself informed. Viewer discretion is advised. All right, I had to protect you. I had to protect you. I had to protect us
Oh yeah,
all. Go ahead.
disclaimers, disclaimers.
Gotta
So I
do the
wasn't gonna say what
disclaimer.
I did now. I wasn't gonna say what I did. I said I wasn't gonna say what I did now. Okay, so I get back from Korea, and I come back. Remember, everything's gone. My house is foreclosed at this point. I
Mm,
have absolutely nothing. Clothes on my back, whatever I
mm,
had in Korea is what I got. So all my
mm.
awards, all my shoe collections, everything's gone. Okay.
Ooh.
So I come back, you know, got me a little house on post, invited him on home, got my kids situated.
Mm-hmm.
I commenced to doing what I do. So he started getting sick. He started getting violently sick. And I just walk
Mm.
over him. He be on the
I
floor
don't
giving
even want
his
to
life
ask you what
away.
was in that food. I don't
I
even
just
want to know
walked
what was
over
in there.
him. He was like, "I don't know what's happening. You and the kids are fine." I said, "Oh," I said, maybe you got a flu or something. I played my part for 3 months. I played my part for 3 months so I can get my ducats in order. I
Mm-hmm.
played my part for 3 months to get my ducat in order. And this whole time he's getting sicker and sicker. He's
Diary
getting
of a
sicker
mad
and
black
sicker.
woman.
And every time he
Mm.
gets sick, I didn't help him. I didn't call nobody. I didn't do nothing. I walked right on over him. He was like, "You're not gonna help me?" No, I'm not. Me and the kids go in the grocery store. Figure your life out. Then,
Oh,
as the three now, mind you, those 3 months, I was literally just getting paychecks and stacking them
yeah,
because I was making my departure.
yeah.
So
So
I was making my departure.
So from the transition, now trying to catch everybody up to where you are. So the
Okay.
departure from you, well, for you making it from Korea back to the stateside, you find
Hmm.
this nigga. You find
Hmm.
this nigga.
Yes.
You find this nigga, and he's no longer with the other woman anymore.
No, the money's gone. She left when they left.
Oh, when the money you duck, you damn duck. Okay, now what are you coming home to?
I'm coming
Like
home to absolutely nothing.
vehicle?
My cousin got my vehicle. I had my vehicle.
Okay,
My cousin went and picked up my vehicle. And we're
okay,
not gonna say how he got my vehicle, but he went and picked my stuff up.
right. Yeah, you know what you know. Hey, it's all hood over here, baby. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
He went and got my vehicle. We weren't playing that game. So I came back, I had my vehicle, I had whatever was clothes was on my back, Then I got my kids, I got set up on base housing,
Mm-hmm.
and he came. He came to the base housing too. So I was like, "Oh no, you good. I forgave you. We good."
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, come on home. Bring the kids." Because I need to get my kids. I didn't know where they were. So I was like, come on home.
Oh, so
Yeah, I
he
said, come
had the
on.
kids kind of on a hostage situation.
Yes, I was like, come on home. I just want to see you guys. I want to be with my family. Getting into this accident has really made me, open my eyes and see that we can
See
work through
life a little
anything.
different. You was
Yeah, I said
really
we
on
can
some
work through
methodical
anything.
shit.
If if I can learn to walk again, I said we can make this marriage work.
Oh, you was being methodical as hell. Diary of a Mad
So
Black Woman.
we moved on posts. We were doing fine. A week
Mm-hmm.
after I got home, he started getting sick.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, okay,
Uh-huh.
well, you and the kids aren't sick, I don't know. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
coming down with something. I was like, man, you might be coming down with something. You'll be all
Mm-hmm.
right. And
Right,
then,
right.
I was
Is you
stacking my
making him
bread at this
spaghetti?
point.
Is you
Huh?
making him
I don't
spaghetti?
No, I didn't make him any spaghetti. I cooked food. I cooked my food. I was making ribs. I was in there with my collard greens. I was in there.
Yeah.
Turkey leg, all of it. I was in there cooking.
Yeah. Cooking. Every day cooking.
Cooking. And
Cooking.
everybody ate the same thing, but the
Man,
only one sick was him.
that's bad. Maybe it was the karma that was eating
Yes,
away at him.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
It was
maybe
the
it was
devil's
the
way of,
karma.
yeah, it was the devil's way of bringing him home. Yeah.
Because you saved his life
Mhm.
initially with the whole
Yes.
heart valve situation. Now look at it.
Yes.
Now God said, God giveth and God taketh away.
I know. And so, and because he was vomiting so much, so what ended up happening was
Ah,
me and the kids had a lot of things to do because I haven't
yeah,
seen them in 2 years. I used to
yeah.
get my walker and put my two little ones on a little seat in the walker. And my big one, me and
Mm-hmm.
him, we just went, we were buying clothes over. We were buying, I was buying the kids games over, all that stuff. We
Mm-hmm.
was in the thick of it. We was doing our thing.
Because he
And
wasn't
he was
working,
at home sick.
obviously. And
He
he
was
wasn't working. It's
working. He was working until he started
mm-hmm.
getting sick.
Yeah, then when he got sick,
He
yeah,
couldn't work.
he's not useful.
He didn't know what was coming, what was going. But but we were coming
Right,
home with
right.
we were coming home with clothes. Kids got shoes.
Mm-hmm.
We was coming home decked up. And I was coming
Yeah,
home with boxes in my truck. So I'm packing my
PX.
boxes. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm packing my boxes. Don't play. I'm packing my
Mm-hmm.
boxes and I'm storing them at my cousin's house as I'm packing them.
Right.
Because at this point, I already knew I had orders to Fort Hood. So I'm packing.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
getting my babies together. We moving, we getting all our stuff. We getting our stuff together.
Uh-huh.
Then
Mm-hmm.
all the poisonings and stuff, he ended up getting, well, all the bad food. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna say that. All the bad
Yeah,
food,
yeah.
he
All the
ended
bad
up,
food. Yeah, the bad
all the
food.
bad food.
Just wasn't
Yeah,
agree.
he
It
ended
wasn't
up,
agreeing with him. Maybe because
no, it
they was
wasn't.
eating all the water burger, they was eating all the, they
Yeah,
was eating out all the time, and maybe
I
the
don't know.
home cooked meal just didn't sit well with him.
I don't know. Maybe it's because he was this other girl was cooking for him. Maybe she just wasn't doing it right. I don't know. But
Yeah,
either
she
way it
wasn't doing it
go,
right. Mm-hmm.
she wasn't doing what she was supposed to. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
I
You are fucking crazy.
U-Haul pulled up to the house. Don't play.
Skirt,
U-Haul pulled up to
skirt,
the house. Baby's
skirt.
packed up.
You
Cousin
know,
drove the U-Haul to Fort Bragg. My cousin drove the U-Haul to Fort Hood for Fort Bragg because he was
you
like, "Nah,
did.
you and the kids can't. You and the kids can't ride in there." So
Yeah.
I drove the kids, but what it was is he tried to get in the way of me leaving.
Oh, he was trying to.
So
He was on,
yeah, well,
baby,
I had to cut.
baby, please
Listen,
don't go.
I had to call the cops,
Oh,
and he was a very good friend. He was because when I hit
oh,
him, he said, "Sir, you should have got out the way." I was
yeah,
like, he
he
was in
should.
my blind spot. That's what I told him. I said, no, because when the cops all came at this point because he got hit with the car. And the other
Oh
cop
my
was like, he
God,
was in her blind spot and she was trying to leave and he was in the blind spot and got hit.
gots to be more
So
careful.
That's what I said. Those cops said, and then the other lady came, and I explained to them what happened. It was in my
Yeah.
blind spot. I couldn't see. The cop was here to let me. The cop was here so I can get out of here safely.
So what
And we
was he
both saw the same
seriously
thing.
injured? Was he seriously injured?
I mean, he just broke his leg. He'd be all right.
Oh yeah, you broken leg,
Yeah.
6 weeks. He'll be all
Yeah.
right.
No,
Yeah, he'll be
no.
all right.
He broke the big leg. The
Ooh, the
bone in his
femur. The
yeah.
femur. Oh, not the
Yeah.
femur.
Yeah.
Fucking
He'd be all right.
femur.
I know that shit.
No, God, hey,
You got
hey,
to be more
God is
careful
still in
where
the
you stand.
I'm telling you, and God is still in the miracle business. God is still in the miracle business. Definitely.
Yes, he is. I know you got to be more
Mm,
careful where you stand in
yeah,
order to survive in this world. You got to be careful of how you
you
move
gotta be careful. You
because
grown, man.
another
You gotta
person,
know.
another some people move. They move harder than you, and they move in silence. So
Yeah,
then you really don't know what's gonna happen.
it's understood. What's
So
understood don't have to be explained. If
most
anybody come in
definitely,
here, if anybody's just joining the chat, just want to let you guys know, be careful. If you're gonna be dumb, you better be tough.
and you better know
Y-
who you're trying to be done with. That's a big. You gotta be know who you messing with
Yeah, yeah. So now
because it's a tricky
you
world out there.
now you leave, and now you're
Hmm.
leaving Bragg. You're leaving
Yep.
Bragg, and you're headed to Fort
Fort
Hood.
Hood. Yep.
That's Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and you're leaving to Fort Hood, Texas. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So we get to Fort Hood. I set my kids up. We do our thing. I enroll them in school, got daycare going, and I'm back now with my family. My peeps is here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you
Korea
know,
just has a way of leaving from Korea, just landing in Fort Hood, Texas. Like, I don't know why
yeah.
it does, but it just happens that way.
Yeah. But my tribe that I made in Korea, the people that
Hmm.
held me down and got me through it, we
Hmm.
all ended up at Fort Hood.
That's
So
cool.
we chilling. We all there. Kids got a whole family because you're in military, you make your own family.
You do.
And I made my own family. I kept my
Hmm.
crew with me, and we kept those acquaintances and friends on the outside of our circle. So you cool
Right.
to go, every once in a while we might end up at the same place and we'll speak, but we don't really
Hmm.
hang with you because you're not on what we on. You're not in
Right.
the
Right. Right.
same
Right. That's
vicinity
your
as
tribe.
us.
That's your tribe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now let me ask you these questions here. Um, Now that you know we found out, what went on with the first child and the first child's
Hmm.
father, and then the second child's father,
The second
tragically,
and third child's father.
right, and tragically he was, getting sick, and
Yes.
he ended up getting severely injured by being careless.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely. And now we fast forward to, how can I formulate this one? How After that, and then your exit of the military, how did that?
Oh, I didn't exit the military. I just exited his existence.
Right, no, I'm saying, like, I know you're at Fort Hood, and how long was you at
Yes.
Fort Hood?
Until 2014. So I got back in the military in 2007 and I got
Hmm.
out at the end of 2014. They medically discharged me
Right,
because
right,
of my
because you
accident. I
got
was still dealing
yeah,
with, yeah, I was still dealing with having to learn how to walk again, you know. And before
yeah.
that, I had got right before that accident, I had got an Article 15,
For
a real
what?
bad one. And
For
I got
what?
busted down from an E6 to an E4.
For
Um,
what? What did you get a Article 15 for?
just to say I didn't like what this officer said to me, but she'll never speak them words again.
Mm,
Just for show, just for the show purposes, what was
Uh-huh.
said? What happened in the
Okay,
altercation?
so what happened was I have never been friends with a lot of girls because me and girls
That's
just don't get along.
that's
We
obvious.
don't. So she was over there talking. She was a white officer, and there was a guy she liked. But
Mhm.
mind you, me and him weren't on no level like that. We was strictly friends. Not
Mhm.
my thing, not my jam. He was a little Asian cat.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, so she came over there talking all that racist shit.
Mhm.
Uh, and we was out there at the club, you know. I was in there drinking, got a little liquor in me, but
Mhm. Mhm.
not enough where what did the first song say? So she started talking that racist shit and she put that N word out her mouth.
Ooh,
And the next thing I know, I was in the MP station.
you 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 whooped her.
I sure did. Up and down
Hmm.
that club.
Mm, 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 mm. So
Up and down that club.
so we got Article 15. We get bust down from E6 to E4. So you went from staff sergeant to a specialist.
Hmm.
So because I knew they weren't gonna give you corporal, they weren't gonna keep you in no NC. If they're gonna bust you
Well,
down like
I
that,
got
you
my
ain't gonna be
corporal
in.
brat. I got my back when I got to hood. But nah, I was an E4. I was a specialist. I got out the military as if nobody was gonna let me get promoted again. Not after
Yeah,
that.
that's what I got out
So
as a E4.
yeah,
So
wasn't nobody gonna
yeah,
let me get promoted
right,
again. That shit was on my record. It was tainted.
right.
Just getting that corporal to do the scar shit was a difficult process. My platoon sergeant had to argue for that spot.
Damn.
They was not trying
Okay.
to hear that.
So okay, now we're out the military, and
Yes.
how was navigating single motherhood? How was it? How were you? How were you?
Okay.
Were you dating? Was you seeing people? Was you
That time I started dating this female. Um
okay?
I was over I was over the whole bad picking thing.
Yeah, it was that
So
was a traumatic situation.
yeah, I was over with the bad picking. So I was like, okay, first one didn't work. Second one didn't work. I'm done with this. So I
Okay.
started dating this lady or whatever. We were chilling, and it never got serious because at that point in my life, I wasn't trying to hear nothing serious. I wasn't trying to hear you living with me. We live. Nah, I wasn't trying to hear none of that. We go out on dates. We can go hang out. We can chill. But
Hmm.
that's it. That's the end of that. And I
Understood.
did that. And for me, I kind of, when I got out the military, I'm not going to lie and say I struggled with being medically discharged. I
Right.
struggled because my plan was never to come out the military.
You wanted to retire.
I had 2 more years until I could retire. And I think that when they medically discharge you, it's a way for them to for you not to get that retirement because you have to have a certain, when they medically discharge you, you have to have a certain amount of years in for
Hmm.
retirement to hit. And I was
Right.
short. I was short. I think like a year. I was short like 11 months or something like that.
Oh, that sucks.
So I got out. Obviously, I got my 100%.
Hmm.
Every injury I have is service connected. But I had to
Right.
fight for that 100%. It didn't just fall in my lap. For 4 years, I had to fight for that. So this is 2014 to 2018. So
Yeah.
I
So
was working.
so that
Yep.
check was like boom. Bah.
I was working and I was working at the Walmart as a cashier. I was good.
Hmm.
Kids were good. I was good. We were good. And then me and my sister, which my sister, but not my blood, we
Hmm.
rented a house together so we could share on rent.
Okay.
So we could do that 50-50 thing.
Right.
So we rented a house together and everything was going real good. We were straight. Then she got deployed
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right. So we packed up everything. I got me an apartment to rent.
Mm-hmm.
I was renting my apartment. But then at the same time, while all this is happening, all the things he did with my credit while I was gone is now starting to
Ooh.
catch up to me.
Mm.
So by 2016, my grandfather was ill, and I moved back to my mother's house to care for my grandfather. But when I got back to my mother's house, I think in 2016, January, right after my birthday, I found out that I have $325,000 in debt.
For the house.
The house, car, credit cards, loans is everything to combine. So I put on my big girl drawers and I went and I worked things out. But at the end of the day, by 2023, I was debt free.
Okay. And what are you doing at this point of your life in 23?
This point of
Or
my
you
life, I was doing good. 2023, I bought my house. Everything was going fine. Then the company I was working for at that time closed. The owner died. The parents sold. The wife and the daughter were fighting. They sold
Mhm.
off the thing. The company closed. Okay, cool. But at this time, I'm already in my house. I'm in my new house. So now I'm living off my savings. And my
Mm.
savings is dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. And so now I'm in a predicament where I'm like, okay, and I go, okay, so I can pay part of the water bill so they don't cut it off. I pay part of the light so I can feed the kids.
Mm.
And so this last year has been like a big struggle. It has been a struggle that I have never had to deal with, nor do I ever want to deal with again. So now I'm in the process of selling my house so that me and my kids can be straight.
Are you currently divorced?
I'm currently legally separated
But
because
not divorced.
I tried to get divorced for the first 3 years, but every time we go to court, because he refuses to work at this point, every time we go to court, I have to pay for his lawyer, my lawyer, and court fees
Mm.
because he has no income. And every time
So
we
he
go, he uses a different. The first time we went, he said that I kidnapped the kids. So then they had to investigate that. But because he is not on their birth certificate, I am their sole parent. So he
Mhm.
has no claim there. Then the next time
Yeah.
we went, he said, um, I abandoned him. So then they had to investigate that. Okay. The third
Now
time we went,
when you told him about when you told the judge about what had transpired with the with you being
oh,
deployed and he stole the
my
money.
lawyer, my lawyer did all that. But the
And
judge
what did the
wasn't
judge say?
sympathetic. He wasn't sympathetic at all. He said, we still have to do an investigation. So we can't divorce you guys right now.
Hmm.
Then on the third time we went, he really tried to bring the deed for the house that he got foreclosed and told them that we have property together. So we can't divorce until we figure out what to do with that property. So then I had to go now and go and find the foreclosure paperwork, pull all this stuff up. Then the next time I went to court, he didn't show up. And I still had to pay the court fees, his lawyer, my lawyer, because his lawyer showed up.
So he's traveling from North Carolina to Texas
Yes.
on I wonder on whose fucking dime.
His other girlfriend, his new girlfriend. He got a whole bunch of babies now. So
Damn. And no income. Damn.
no. But I mean, but we came out, we got a good payday though, I'm not gonna lie. So in what was it, 2017, his baby mama and she filed taxes with him not knowing that he owed child support. So I got
Mm.
her whole $12,000 refund.
Mm.
She had enough nerve to call me and ask me to give it back. I ain't never
Ah.
laughed so hard in my life.
Be like,
I ain't
so let me
never
ask you a
laughed so
question.
hard in my
So,
life.
so I would like gave her the whole spiel of what happened and say,
I
you
did
think,
tell her what happened, and she told me that I'm just lying because I want him back. And he done told her that I stole all his money and left him all by himself. And I did all these things to him. I mean, he told his uncle the same thing. I had to show my receipts because I keep my receipts. I had to show the emails. I showed his uncle everything because he had his uncle thinking that I just took all the money, left him homeless and alone. He made me to
damn,
be the villain. So when I
he's
brought out all
convincing.
those receipts, when I brought out all the receipts, and then he was like, "Oh, you're a bitch, you're a this, you're a that. You had my whole family turn against me." I said, "Nah." I said, "The truth will set you free. If you'd have told the truth in the first place, then we wouldn't be where we're at right now."
Hmm.
But he
If he
has
would have
he
been a stand, if he
has
would have been a stand-up G with that money stacking up and you doing whatever you're doing over there, and him just going to get a regular job just to hold down the crib, we would have been fine.
exactly.
But you want to play in the streets. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to beat up on
Hey, you play
nobody,
in the streets, you
but
get them. You play in the streets, you get them sad. You get them treats right there.
you know what I
Treats is
mean? That's what it
alone,
is.
homeless.
Okay, so all right, so we know that this jackass really took you up there through there. You know,
Hmm.
mentally, I would just imagine mentally, emotionally, financially,
Yeah.
you went through a lot, and then
Yes.
physically with the, you know what I'm saying, like being so distraught, being away from your kids, you know, so I can imagine you just hanging out, being that you can't be around your kids and you going through this financially, you going out, you drinking,
Yep.
getting drunk, getting
I became a big drunk.
getting drunk, getting pretty much numb
Yep.
to life.
Yes.
So that mental fatigue, that mental anguish that you're going through, that's a lot to go through. And then on top of being a mother, away from her three children, being deployed, knowing what the weight of the military does to you anyway. So you
Hmm.
did is a lot of shit going on. You could have put yourself in a
Yes.
lot of you could have put yourself in a lot of jeopardy other than that physical, you know, actually being in an accident with the Humvee and everything in the rice paddies, and actually, you know, just that alone is just a lot. And
Yep.
now going through so many roller coasters. You done been through a lot of financial, mental roller coasters. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like that shit is crazy. A lot of people would have possibly checked out. You know what I mean? Like it's understood. Like so right now, is money the biggest struggle, or is
My
it
biggest
something
struggle
hard?
right now is money and finding a job because the area I'm in is predominantly Hispanic, and
Mm-hmm.
my Spanish is not up to par. My Spanish is I, but I can't have no conversation with nobody or do any of that. I can ask people, how you doing or how to get here, you
And
know.
your nationality is actually what? Like, because I think like
Panamanian and
I think
Antiguan.
Panamanian and Antiguan. So the Antiguan is the part that makes you your complexion.
No, my dad makes me my complexion. My mother's side, my great grandmother was Portugal. She was from Portugal. She's Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
And my great grandfather was born in England and he came to Antigua.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom's side is a bunch of mixtures. It's a bunch of crazy stuff over there. They got Asians, they got Portugal. The background's crazy. Now my
Mm-hmm.
father, he is a black Panamanian.
Uh-huh.
His family was from his family was, hold on one second.
Whew, this is a lot to unpack, y'all. You know, like like sometimes you got to hear the story where no one is like
you know, she's actually the victim here. I can't even lie. It's been so much, but we got to dig a little deeper as well. Um, we got to dig a little deeper. Um, what's she say? Coco says, "I feel you. El Paso is nothing but Hispanic." Yes, yes, it definitely is. And the journey that she's been on has been one hell of a journey. You know, I can imagine like trying to build your credit back up, and being a black woman, 3 children, that's mouths to
All
feed,
right. Sorry about that.
no
I had
no
to.
no financial help, and I can only imagine how tough life is. You know, especially like when you try to go to school and better yourself, and then people telling you that you're overly qualified, then and you just need
If you
a what's up, souls? How you doing, brother?
if you're not overqualified down here, it's because you don't speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, but you know what? The one thing I give myself and I'll always be proud of myself for is I may be struggling, but my kids don't feel it.
Right.
So my daughter does travel volleyball. We're actually going to Italy next summer because they've invited her to play travel ball in Italy. They invited her to play volleyball. So next summer we'll be in Italy. My kids have never felt what I'm going through because I'll sacrifice whatever I need to sacrifice for, okay? I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that. Hey, there's some nights I go to bed and I didn't eat, so they can. My kids will never feel my struggle. They will always be able to do the things they want to do, regardless of what I have to do to get them there.
So what advice would you give another single mother trying to make ends meet?
I would tell them, don't ever give up. And our kids may want the world sometimes, but sometimes you gotta tell them no. And I see it out there. I don't celebrate the pagan holidays, but you see a lot of single moms out there running up their credit, maxing out their credit cards so they can get these kids all these Christmas gifts that they not even gonna really play with or deal with or anything after the day go. Me, for a long time, I took my kids on Christmas. I took them to the soup kitchens and the shelters and stuff. We're serving food and we out here seeing, they're not you don't need a whole bunch of toys. Every year we give everything that don't fit, we give away. Something because you have clothes that ain't never got tags on it. They ain't never worn.
Mm-hmm.
You give them
So
things away.
so do you ever feel judged?
I feel judged all the time because a lot of people are saying, a lot of people always tell you, oh, you're a single mother because you did this to yourself, or you wasn't a good woman, you wasn't this, you wasn't that. It's just it's a cycle of everybody knowing what you are without actually knowing you. So they assume
Mm-hmm.
they know all of your struggles. They assume that you're just a bitter baby mama. And I'm like, bruh, if you only knew. I don't I don't have time. I said all my kids, let me tell you something. All my kids, their dads are great till they meet them. I have never said a bad word. I'm never going to. Now, my children know their father is not there because when they call, he don't pick up his phone. When they reach
Mm-hmm.
out, he doesn't reach back out. My kids are teenagers now. They are on all kinds of social media. My son hits up his Facebook. He doesn't respond. So I'm letting them, they're now figuring out as they get older that he is what he is. But I let them figure that out on their own. I wasn't putting no poison in their head, none of that stuff. Because when they were smaller, he was a good dad. He just was a shitty person.
Mm-hmm. Souls asks, what do you desire, Miss Washington?
I desire peace. I'm not gonna lie to you. I desire peace. I desire, like, I want to travel. I want to get my kids situated. I want to get a job. That's my biggest thing. I want to get a job. Right now, I'm looking for a job in CPS. I let my kids know, hey, we might move, but I know that I can't move for another year because my daughter is in sports and she's good at sports and she has a lot of things going on right now. She just made honor society, so we not finna move for another year. I can move in the summers. I can't move, during the school time. So I'm like, I'm willing to move to get this job. I'm willing to do what I need to do. But, it also boils down to I'm by myself. So
Hmm.
if I leave the kids here and I go move to get a job, then now I got to figure out, okay, I got to take care of both households.
He
So
said,
I'm like,
"What is
okay,
peace?" He said, "What is peace for a man who comes home, who comes in with your kids being priority?"
I always tell people I'm a package deal. If you're not man enough to know that kids will always come before you, and I always tell people, I usually date people that have kids already. I'm not gonna lie about that. When I date people that have children because I know that I'm not able to give them any children. So I date people that have their own already. And I've always been that person. If there's something wrong with your child, I expect you as a mother to take care of your child first. Everything else will fall in line, but take care of your child first. And don't expect that if something's going on with my kids that I'm going to be there. If something's going
Mm.
on with my kids as a mother, I'm going to be with my children. As a father, you should be with your children. So it's about taking that role and knowing where you stand. I would never ask somebody to put me above their children, and I don't expect anyone to ask the same of me.
Okay.
So that's why I say that. I'm a transparent person. I tell you straight up from the beginning what it is. I don't
He
have time to
says,
play games. I'm old already. I ain't got time to play no games.
"Was that?" He says, "Does that change once he's your husband?"
I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I'm not planning on marrying again. That marrying thing's for the birds. I've been there, done that, seen what it can do. I'm not trying to divide nothing with nobody. We can do half on the bills, we can do half on whatever, or you could take care of the bills and I'll take care of the house. But baby, marriage is not a thing for me. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I'm never getting married again. Ever.
It's just like great friend, horrible wife.
Yeah, I'm not getting married again. I can't. We could be friends all day. We can, if we want to merge together eventually down the line, maybe at the 5 year mark, we could start living together or something. But nah, I'm not. No, no.
Okay.
I've
Now we
mm,
about to get into the accountability
mm,
section. I
mm.
don't like cussing. I don't like cussing on this YouTube, on these YouTube streets. But I gotta ask you about accountability. It's definitely we have to take a look at accountability, and I'm asking you this:
Mhm.
what lessons have you learned about relationships, or should I say, um, how important is choosing the right partner before having children?
It is very important. I look at it like this. I had a good partner, but because of my age, and I say this all the time, because of my age, I was not mature enough to keep that marriage going. I wasn't mature enough for it because, I was young and dumb. All my friends are single. I'm the only one married. I want to go party. I want to go out. I want to go have fun. But I left my husband at home while I went to do what I wanted to do. So that right there is when I know that I have to take accountability for my actions because I was not a good wife. I was not a good wife at all. I didn't have I didn't have the sense the good Lord gave me. The second time around, I tried to do things differently. I tried to go above and beyond. I tried to be a good wife. I came home after work. I cooked dinner. I washed clothes. I made sure he was straight. I was straight. The kids were straight. And at the end of it, I still got screwed over. So then I'm like, okay, well, maybe I just don't need to be married because I take accountability. My accountability was I should have walked off. Once I found out that he was a liar, I shouldn't have went to counseling. We shouldn't have even tried to work that
Yeah.
out. I should have just left.
Like out the
But at
gate,
that,
like
but in
like
all
me,
honesty,
me thinking about it, like right now. Just just him lying about his age just lets me know like how father this was just let me know how this shouldn't have went nowhere. Like off the out the gate. You know what I mean? Like there was still some
but in my heart of hearts,
immaturity.
I didn't want to be, I didn't want to raise this child alone. And that's really
Right.
what it boiled down to. It boiled down to, do I want to be a single parent or do I want to make this work?
Right. Even if it's
And
with the
so
wrong person.
that's what it boiled down to. It wasn't, oh, I love you, I can't wait to see you. No, I
Souls had
wasn't.
a
No.
question of so since y'all can go 50-50 on this, that, and the third, does he still have to treat you as a wife if you don't want a husband?
Okay, so this, my ideal, right, is someone that is going to protect me, someone that I can help, someone that can help guide me, but at the same time letting me be my person.
Hmm.
So
So you want to
I'm a homebody.
you want a sugar daddy.
Not really a sugar daddy. I want someone that
Ah,
we can
all
go
right, maybe
travel
that's the
together.
wrong. Maybe
Cause
that's the
I'm getting older. My kids are about to be leaving me. I want someone I can travel with. I want someone that's gonna be my ride or die. I want someone that says, "Hey, babe, let's go shoot off to this place, or let's go shoot off over
mm,
here." And doesn't have an issue with me being me. I'm a homebody. I prefer read a book than to go anywhere. I spend
so
90% of my
and
time in my house.
so soul says so now a man can't fully have you as a wife because you wasn't a good wife.
I wasn't a good wife because I was putting everything before my marriage, if that makes
Right.
sense. And
Right.
the
But
second
in the
time around,
second
I
one,
tried to make him my priority,
and
and it
then
still got
it's
burned
the
down. So
right. He
now
said
I'm like, we need to make each
this is interesting.
other. So now we need to make each other a priority. But
Right.
at the
So he said
same
this
time, kids will always come first. I don't care who you are, what you are. If I'm dating someone and they have children and they put me before their children, I'm leaving. I'm not staying, because no true man will put anyone before their children.
so he said the thing you didn't want is not a thing you want.
Yeah, because remember, okay, so on your thing, I told you, if I was smart, if I did what I needed to do, I would have kept my first husband, but I didn't. I was out there trying to have my cake and eat it too, instead of being a good wife, instead of being the wife that came home and cooked dinner, asked him how his day was, touch bases. I didn't do that. So I was a bad wife that first time. The second time, I tried to make up for the mistakes I made and got screwed over. So
Mhm.
now I'm like, okay, I might have missed that one. So now I'm just trying to find a companion, because that one is gone. It's done and dead. That one, I can't go back and get that one again. Life done happened. People done moved on. So now it's okay. I want a companion. I want someone that, if you want shit, I cook for you, I clean, I do all that stuff. I have no problem with it. But don't say nothing when I'm in my books. Leave me alone. Let me have my peace. Because once I'm reading, I'm reading.
So said he loved the honesty. And
Hey,
I think there's a lot of single mothers out there that let that one get away because they wasn't ready for, for what it was. And I know it's a lot of men out there that had that one that they weren't mature enough to hold on to, and later on, kind of wouldn't say regret, but kind of like you have to say regret that they didn't
it is a
hold on
regret.
to that.
It's a
Yeah,
regret.
that
It's
to
it's
that
like
one.
It's like that ship you missed and you just knew you needed to be on that ship. But by the time you got your sense about you, and by the time you realized that that was your person, that person done moved on. They have their own life now. They're doing their own thing. And you're like, damn, I really fucked up.
Mhm. Soul said you should wait until till you're an empty nester, because right now you wouldn't be fair to for a good man.
Oh no, I'm not dating nobody. My focus right now is my kids. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even out there on the dating scene. My focus right now is my children. Everything else, I just, I came to the point. I did a lot of therapy, did a lot of counseling, did a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
I'm at that point where I am healing myself because I need to forgive myself for the mistakes I made.
Hmm.
And so for a long time, I was working on me to know
Hmm.
what I want, to know that I prefer peace over everything. I prefer, for me, a great day is going to the beach with my kids and us doing our thing. We out there playing volleyball, or we out there swimming, or we catching waves. Right now, I'm not about dating nobody. I'm looking for someone to date after my children leave.
Right.
And I'm not even
Okay.
gonna
Now,
lie about it.
okay. So let's jump into these rapid fire questions real quick.
Whew.
All right. One word that describes motherhood.
Sacrifice.
Love it. Um, Coffee or sleep.
Coffee.
Okay. Biggest parenting win.
Successful children.
Okay. Biggest parenting fail.
Putting someone before your children, letting your children fall on the wayside.
Mm, hold on one second. Coco say peace is extremely valuable. I
It
hear you,
really
Coco.
is.
It really is. All right. Okay. What's one thing your children has taught you?
To never give up. That no matter how many times I crash up, or no matter how many times I'm like, I'm ready to leave this world, they teach me that, hey, I'm stronger than what I think.
Okay. I like that too. What's one thing motherhood has taught you about yourself?
I don't have no patience.
That's I love. Hey, what do you say? I love the honesty. I love the
I ain't got
honesty.
no patience. Let me tell you, the one thing motherhood has taught me is
We
I don't
should
have
do a
no
mental health session
patience.
series. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same. We should do a mental health session series. Um,
Yes.
yes. And then it says, okay, all right. If your child watched this episode 20 years from now, what would you want them to remember?
That I never gave up. And I went through the paint just to make sure that they were comfortable
For sure.
and that they succeeded. Because your child's success is the best thing you could do as a parent.
For sure. All right. Now finish this sentence. Being a single mother has taught me.
It has taught me that if I could do it over again, I wouldn't do it.
Damn, I love the honesty. That's real shit. I love that. I can't even lie. All right. If I could tell every single mother one thing.
It would be to never give up. Don't let nobody take your shine. Don't let anyone make you less than what you are. And never, and I can't say this enough, never put nobody before your children.
Okay. If I could tell every father one thing.
Be there for your kids. Show them the man that they need to be. Be the person that they look up to. Be their guiding light. Because in a world, especially with where I'm raising black kids, I'm raising two black men with no man. Make it make sense. And I know a lot of people say, oh, I'm mom and dad. But let me tell you something. I don't pee standing up and I can't be no man. I'm never going to be a man. So I can't teach them the things they need to be taught by a man. Now, I could teach them to the best of my ability, but I can't teach him how to be a man. I'm not a man. Never have been.
Soul say, be like souls, LOL. He said, be like souls. He's silly. He's silly. Uh, the greatest gift my children gave me was
They gave me intelligence. They gave me growth. They helped me to see beyond my selfishness so that I can actually step back and know that, hey, you was being selfish as hell, but now you have us, you don't got no options but to give that up and, really stick in the paint with us.
for sure. He say, I pray your children don't let you down. This could be devastating.
Hey, one of my children is moved out. He is on his own. He is loving life. He is working. He is doing his thing. Now, my second child, he gonna give me a run for my money. But my daughter, she got a plan, and ain't nobody messing with her plan. Her plan is to be a veterinarian. She done collected every sick animal off the street and brought it home. She has a plan, and no one's getting in the way of that. Now, my second one, that's the one I know that I'm gonna have to worry. I'm gonna have to worry about
Yeah,
that one because he
we gonna
he
we
got a
gonna talk
plan to
about
stay
that.
home forever.
I
He
I,
got a
I
plan to stay
we
home
go.
forever.
So said, so you shortchanging your kids then. He say, man,
Never.
I'm gonna rewatch
I
this.
will,
All right.
yeah, I will
So
never
so
shortchange my children. I'm just honest with it. You know when you
so
have a child that's about that life, and when you have a child that is going off the path, and you just gotta pray. You gotta pray over that child a little extra than the rest of them.
definitely. So we're gonna be back next week. We're gonna come back next Wednesday and I want to get everybody familiar with Maddie and so she could, you know, give a bit of herself so you guys can understand, where she's coming from, bit of a background, and and tell you guys something. But we're gonna come back next week with a very, very sensitive and important topic, and I think if I could set this up properly, to get souls in the building when we get like maybe, you know, a
Let
quarter
me
way
answer
through.
Soul's question. Let me answer Soul's question real quick. And the answer to your question, Soul, is yes. I can't be a man, but I would like to provide one for my children. I would like to provide someone that they can look up to and they can truly learn how to be a man because I can't teach them how to do it. I can only try to put people in their life that can give them that male figure that they can look up to.
Mhm. He said, I'm a listener. All right. So, in closing, real spill, being a single mother isn't the most, isn't a title most women dream about growing up. For many, it's a responsibility they've accepted because their children needed someone to stand in the gap. Tonight wasn't about deciding who's right or who's wrong. It was about hearing real stories from real people, whether you're a mother, father, grandparent, or someone planning to have children one day. There's something there's something to learn here. Strong families don't happen by accident. They happen through accountability, support, sacrifice, and love. I'm Uncle Plug. This was mistakes made me. Choose wisely and act accordingly. And next week, we'll be back at the same bat time, same bat channel, and we will be right here to give you what it is. So says so. So how you vet a man you won't choose. Hmm. Plug leaving change on the table. LOL. I'm leaving change on the table. Text me on my phone and tell me what I did. Coco's like, yeah.
He said you leaving
No,
questions he had answered and you ain't answering them. We leaving the story in the middle point. That's what he's saying. You leaving it with
yeah,
like that cliffhanger.
yeah,
You
but
leaving that
yeah,
cliffhanger.
yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. He
Yeah, you
said
gotta
great
come back
stuff.
next Wednesday.
Great stuff.
Come
Yeah,
back next
because next
Wednesday.
week, because like, yeah, because like I know how whenever I'm doing my story time, I know how when you're unpacking your story and you're going through the motions of the things you went through, you're saying them and you're giving the individual the information, but it does something to you because you're reliving that
Mhm.
situation again. You know what I'm saying? So when you're reliving that situation again, it does drain you. So that's why I don't want to like drag her right now because I know like after this she's gonna need a breather. Because you know what I'm saying, a lot of that thing that we act like we celebrated, we really like emotionally went through that shit, and it really like will come back and punch in your chin, and you're gonna have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be here to unpack this shit. So most definitely. She said, I feared you. I had another question. What's the question, Coco? Go ahead, give your question. Because she said 'cause she ain't got nothing else better to do than be here with us. Because if we was up on, she'll be in the chat. Much respect, Miss Washington. Speaks volumes about you gratitude. Yeah, that,
Thank
that means
you.
that means a lot coming from souls. That means out of it might be a million other motherfuckers, but hey, that coming from souls, that means a lot. So that's very much appreciated. But what's the question on Coco? Please drop your question because she here for it all. How you doing? You good? You okay? Marty, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
I'm talking to you, but in the background I have children too, so I have to.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I can hear him.
they texting me, so I'm trying to text them back, and then you got the dogs barking, so I'm like, oof.
Hmm. She said, since your children have different characteristics, did you find that you had to parent them differently?
Most definitely. All my children got parented differently. The first one, after I had my first son, they told me I would never have any more kids again. Okay, so he was spoiled. I'm not even gonna lie about it. He was spoiled rotten because I was like, okay, I didn't want no kids, but now I got this one, because I didn't want children until I was happily married and, the whole picket fence thing. But once I had him, he was spoiled and he was just a different breed to the rest of them. Then when I had my second son, he was so much like me, it was challenging. So I had to figure out how to talk to him without fighting with him. With my daughter, it was just easy. She made a plan for herself and she stuck to it. She was like, I just need your funding and guidance. That's all I need. And so every child has a different personality, and every child you have to raise differently. You can't treat one child like the next child because they're not the same.
Outstanding. Hey, anybody else have any questions? I would love for her to answer all your questions. Most definitely. I know Soul's over there thumb thugging right now. I know he thumb thugging right now. No more questions. No more questions. Hey, y'all, very much appreciate you doing this with me, Marty. This was very informational for me too to hear your story because you always you're always very in active in the chat, so I wanted people to get to hear, put a voice to the actual person that's in the chat. And Soft Rain say, can you give one piece of advice to single moms out there? What would it be?
Okay, so that's a two-part question. So the first part would be never talk bad about their fathers. Never, never speak ill of them. Always encourage them to reach out when they talk to you. Let them know that, this might not be, that time, but eventually you guys will get where you need to be. The second advice I would give is never let your children feel your struggle. Never use them as a crutch. Never put your burdens on your child because that's not their place. Always make it seem like life is easy for them. Do what you need to do as a mom to set a pace for them, but teach them to not only to not repeat your mistakes, but teach them that it's okay to make mistakes. but never put your burden, never put your depression, never put your anger on your children because they don't deserve it and they didn't ask to be here.
For sure. She says she appreciates your openness. Man, that's what's up, man. I want to groove for a little bit. This song here go hard. I like it. I can't lie.
It's for the mothers, the queens, the women that held it all together.
Oh, we got another question in the chat. She said, when you're exhausted, how do you keep going?
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes you gotta take a minute because sometimes it is you feel like you feel like you are drowning in a sea and you don't have no boat, no paddle, no nothing. So sometimes you do have to take it. For me, it's reading. I use reading as my escape. I use it as my knowledge, as my quiet time. When my kids see my book, they're like, "She not finna respond to us." And I let them all know the same thing. Everyone knows that once I pick up my book, it is mom time. Leave me alone. I'm not solving no problems. I'm not asking no questions. I need to
What
regroup
book?
and I need to process.
What book are you reading? Currently reading?
Currently I am reading the Bible in chronological order, as well as I'm reading some mental health books.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Chaos During the Rain is one of the books I'm reading right now.
Mm-hmm.
So those are really what I'm at. Right now I'm just trying to dig into my Bible because I lost my way for a minute. And I
Mm-hmm.
had these questions of why am I going through all this if you there? Like, why are you watching me struggle? Why are you watching me hurt? Why are you
Yeah.
watching my pain? Where are you when I need you? So
Yeah.
I just have to take that time to regroup and sometimes I'll be watching my what I call my mommy porn. I'll be reading my good books too, so I can get out my head. You got all these sexy men in the book, and you read, you having you a good old time.
Got a movie, get that
So
movie in your
you gotta
head. I
get,
love
yeah,
it.
you gotta,
I
yeah, you
love it.
gotta get everything. You gotta read. I always tell people you gotta read
Yeah.
all aspects of life. Don't just stick
Life.
with learning all the time. Sometimes you gotta read something just for fun. So
I know that's
no,
right.
you gotta.
Let's
Even when
jam.
nobody noticed, queens don't break. Now they've been rise, smile through the tears with fire in their eyes. Whole world heavy, but they still stand tall. Strong women carry everybody through it all. Queens don't fall, even under pressure. Heart full of pain, but they still love better. Bossed up mothers with a soul.
Oh man, hold on. Coco said, "Did something happen to you to look back to God?"
My uncle, he's very God based,
Mm-hmm.
and he sat down with me and he said, just pick up the Bible and read it in this order. And then me and you could talk about it as you read each chapter.
Mm-hmm.
He said, just do that for me. Just really do it in a chronological order because the Bible's not written in chronological order. So I started doing that. And then me and him chop it up together and we discuss stuff. And when I feel like the Bible's not making sense, he helps me through it. Like there's a lot of stories in the Bible where I'd be like, baby, ain't no way. Samson and Delilah get me every time. I'm like, okay, so women are a weakness. And I look at
Mm-hmm.
even Adam, women are a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you guide the weakness? How do you, because for me, I'm like, I'm not weak, but in the Bible, all these females is weak. Why can't I be strong, but you still open my door?
Mm-hmm.
So so right now I'm just digging in there trying to see, what is trying to say. I've read the Quran. I just feel like it's a better I feel like you need to read all books in order to try to figure out where you fit. Because sometimes, you're not going to be all holy, holier than thou. And sometimes you're not going to agree with what's in the Bible. So you got to pick your position. on where you want
Hmm.
to be spiritually.
Hmm. But always try to find that connection. Like those questions that you ask when people sit back and say, "Oh, you ain't supposed to question God." Well, you mean tell me I can't talk to my father? I can't ask my daddy questions? You know what I mean? So in that aspect, I I say these things because once you gather that connection and the father can actually see you, then now you make your request to him, you know what I mean, through you know supplication. And then when you do that, you start seeing things change. I know the struggle is real for you right now. I know you know the it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But when you start to get that connection, things start to move. It's something that's in your path that starts to break, and you can start to see a little light. You know what I mean? You start to see a little light, you get a clearer vision. And that's why that spiritual foundation is always important. Like I'm never gonna not have a spiritual foundation. I'm not gonna try to ever disconnect from what I believe. You know what I mean? Because yeah, people can believe this and they can believe that, and that may get them to wherever journey they need to get to. But mine is mine alone, and yours, I just
Yes.
try to just open the door. I just try to
Everyone has
open the
their
door.
own spiritual journey they need to be on. I may
Hmm.
not be like, oh, God, God, God. I believe somebody out there, somebody's up there. But at this moment in time, I'm like, I'm in the paint by myself. And I don't
Hmm.
see you making no waves. I don't see you putting food on my table. I don't see you here. I don't see you opening doors. I don't see you. You're not,
Hmm.
you're not, you're not giving me no action. So I'm sitting here hoping and praying on a dream that eventually you'll open a door for me.
Well,
That's crazy work.
w- well, when we get to the the meat and potatoes of it all, those are the things that when you sit in your closet or you're alone in your room and the house is quiet, you ask those questions. Pour out your heart. Pour out your heart and tap in. Like most people, when they say tap in, they always talk about tapping in some some BS. But this right here, that spiritual journey is for real. It's serious. It's one on one. One on one. Like pour it out. You know what I'm saying? Like tonight, you was very open. You was very forthcoming. You're very truthful. So get that same time to him. And if you felt like you wasn't heard, do it again. You felt like you weren't heard on Thursday, do it again on Friday. Do it again on Saturday. Do it again on Sunday. And trust me, if you keep asking, you're gonna get your answer. Be relentless. When it comes to that spiritual walk, when it comes to that spiritual journey, be relentless. As serious as you are about your children, how about just take a step back? And you don't have to take a step back behind no man. Take a step back and let God lead you. And to tell you the truth, tomorrow I might not even remember us having this conversation. When the spirit get to moving and it's two or more gathering his name, he's somewhere in the midst. You can best believe this. He gonna get to working. My God ain't failed me yet. He ain't failed me yet. Like ain't nothing in this world that I've lost that hasn't been replaced with a better version. You know what I mean? So always just you say never give up. I see you put that at the bottom of your name, and that's huge. When I see that, that's like huge because I know the road ain't been the smoothest. And always when you ask, feel as if you deserve it. Feel as if what you asking is valid because there's no stupid questions. But
Nope.
feel like you deserve it. Feel like you deserve it.
I put never give up because you don't become a failure until you stop trying.
Hmm.
So y'all gotta take that. You don't become a failure unless you stop trying.
For
That's why I
sure.
say never give up.
For sure. For sure. Once again, I thank you for taking this time out to be here. Um, Now I'm kind of hyped up now. I'm kind of hyped up. I'm kind of ready for next week now. We didn't got them pregame jitters out the way. You know what I'm saying? We done popped that cherry. Now it's time to really get down to get down. You know what I mean? I,
Yeah.
I guess they know who you are. So next week, um, at 8 p.m., me and Maddie will be back, and excuse me. Hopefully y'all will be too, and we can get to unpacking some things because I know it's more that she has, and we're gonna get it, and we're gonna get to it, and we're gonna find some answers, and we're gonna do it all together. We're gonna do it all together right here on Uncle Plug TV. I'm Uncle Plug. This is Maddie. Thank y'all so much for joining us on the show. I just want to finish this song because it truly reminds me of two special women in my life. I ain't gonna even lie, like real talk. Miss Netta and Miss Cara Jean.
Oh,
Yeah.
built from struggle, now they unbreakable.
Single mama working late shifts tired. Still came home and inspired a child. Bills on the table, but she made it work. Put everybody first while she silently hurt. Never let the kids see stress on her face, even when life pushed her out of place. Strong and different, they survive storms. Turn broken houses into loving homes.
And she beautiful, not just outside. It's the way she sacrifices pride. It's the way she still prays at night, even when everything don't feel right. She carried pain nobody knew, still found strength to pull through. A queen, a fighter, a mother, a survivor.
Please don't break.
No, they didn't rise. Smile through the tears with fire in their eyes. Whole world heavy, but they still stand tall. Strong women carry everybody through it all. Queens don't fall, even under pressure. Heart full of pain, but they still look better. Bossed up mothers with a soul so gold. Built from struggle, now they unbreakable.
She got dreams too, don't forget that. Behind every strong woman, scars attached. So she glow different when she walk inside, cause resilience made her electrified. She the backbone and healer, the guide. The reason families survive hard times, even when nobody gave applause. She still kept pushing through it all, and now the crown fit naturally. Cause greatness built her gradually.